back to my channel. My name is Charmaine and today I am simply here to recreate a look I was sent by a friend. Looks like the picture is from Pinterest. I will post it up so that way you can see the look. So I'm going to attempt to recreate this look. I brought out several palettes just to see or try to get as close to the colors as possible that are in the picture. I'm going to challenge myself. I actually only looked at the picture before I started recording, and when my friend sent it to me. I'm not going to go back and look at the look again while I'm trying to recreate it. I'm just going to go off of memory, so that's what we're doing today. So let me show you the palettes I brought out. So of course, this is one of the recent palettes I got, which is the Cake palette. That is up on the Glamlite haul, and I'm thinking I brought this palette out because of this peach color. It looks like the color that she has in her crease and like that she blows the red out with is like a coral color, so I brought this out for that color. Hopefully that works. I have this Z palette that I made a long time ago, and I brought this out for maybe if I want to dip into these two colors, but I don't think I'll use this, but just in case, I brought this Juvia's Place, the Saharan 2 palette out, and that is for, I'm thinking this color, but the color is more turquoise in the picture, so I think that this blue might be a little bit too dark. I brought out this Juvia's Place Wahalla 2 palette, and because it has this green, so I can put this like on the base. Thinking of putting this on the base and adding a little shimmer to my look, but we'll see, because I'm thinking it's this color. Maybe I'll go in with this orange if that peach doesn't really work, just to kind of blow it out, but I do need a red. I brought this color, or this palette out, and this is the Sugar Cookies by Beauty Bakery palette, and that video should be up by now at this point, so you'll see me using this palette, and I'm thinking one of these two colors. I'm just trying to be prepared because I don't have the exact colors that she used, and I don't know what palette it was because it looks like it's a Pinterest picture. And then I brought this palette out for this aqua color. I think this might be a little bit too blue, and it's not really turquoise, but I'm going to try to make it work. This right here says it's turquoise, so I could use this, maybe throw this on top. And I need this red because on the outer lid and in the crease, it looks like she has red, and then she blew that red out with the coral is what it looks like. So I'm going to attempt to do that, and we will see how this look turns out. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm going to first take the Cake palette, and we're going to go in with the color Peach, and put that we're only going to put Peach into our crease and then on the outer edge. Okay, so let's hope Peach is the coral that I'm looking for. Okay, so this is kind of like a coral. Not really, but maybe if I add a little bit of orange. This dulce de leche isn't really bright enough, but I'm sure I have another orange right here that I could put on. So her colors are really intense, so I'm going to try not to over blend so that the colors don't get muted. I'm going to try to just pack it on and then lightly blend it. So now that I have Peach here, I need to add some, I don't know if I'm going to end up going back in this palette because I don't think there's anything else in here that I can use other than actually this icy mint might be able to go on my lid. So actually I'll put that to the side. We're going to go into the Glamlite Paint Pro palette now, and we're going to take this tangerine to kind of give this that orangey coral look that her picture had, and I'm going to pack that on top. And then I'm going to just kind of blend out just the top because she has hers blended out And then I may have to add the colors back in, so I'm gonna try to blend it up like she has it. Okay. And I'm going to try to speed through only the blending parts because this is basically just me recreating the look for the eyeshadow part. I already did my face. Everything else, as far as like my lipstick, I'm gonna just do that off camera and come back at the end. But this video is solely for the purpose of attempting to recreate this look. Okay, so I think I've blended it up high enough, like she has it. Okay, now I need to get the coral back in there, so I'm going to just pat this orange only in the crease, not where I blend it up, because I need that intensity back. Okay, and we'll go back into the peach, or yeah, peach in this palette, and we'll add that back. So I think that's that. Now let me leave this open for the icy mint. I gotta figure out the color on her lid. So we're going to take, I'm gonna just start swatching a few colors. So I'm gonna swatch the turquoise and the aqua from this palette, so I can figure out what to put on my lid. Okay. So the turquoise and aqua from that palette. From the cake palette, I'm going to just swatch icy mint. I think that her color is going to be more this turquoise color here. And then from this cookie sheets palette, let me wipe my fingers off. Let's swatch cookie shots and stack your chips. I swatched them in the other video, but okay, actually, so I might be able to use this turquoise from the Paint Pro palette and the Stack Your Chips over top from the, what is this? Sugar Cookies palette from Beauty Bakery. And then let's swatch, I think that this here is a little bit too deep, but we'll swatch that and see, and then we're gonna swatch Hater and then Venom. Okay. So this is Hater. No, this is Venom, and this is Hater here. So actually, I might use Hater on top of this turquoise. Okay, have a lot of options here. What was Icy Mint? I forgot already. I think, okay, Icy Mint was this one, so okay, Icy Mint won't work. So the cake palette, for sure, is not going to work. And I think, again, I think this one is too blue, and I need more turquoise. Yeah, so that won't work. We'll throw that to the side. I think I have my colors that I'm gonna use. I think I just forgot them though. Okay, let's swatch from this palette. And that is that color. Okay, no. I'm going to stick with the turquoise and the color Hater. So I'll pull those back up. First, I want to cut my crease. I don't see in the picture, well, I didn't see in the picture where it looked like she, this is a mess. I didn't, where the coral met the green, it looked pretty clean. So I'm gonna cut my crease so that way mine looks clean too, and I'm not blending them in together. So let me cut my crease. I'm only going to cut it halfway because hers was only to halfway, and then it kind of was blown out with the red here, and the green went on the bottom, but from the top it's just looks pretty clean. All right, so my crease is cut, and now we're going to go into this turquoise here, and I'm just going to pat that on my lid. And I'm only taking that over top of where I put the white canvas cut crease. And I'm taking it just all the way to the edge of where that ends, and kind of a little bit over, because I'm going to blend the red over that part. And I'm just packing it on because I want it to be as intense as possible. Hers didn't look like a shimmer shade, it looked like it was just a matte turquoise, so I don't need to add shimmer to it. But I also kind of want to make the look a little bit my own. Does this eye seem more intense than the other eye? Or am I tripping? Alright, so we have our intensity there. Now, let's go into this Wahalla 2 palette because I want to add a little bit of shimmer. So we're going to take the color Hater and put that over top. So let me, I need to wet it. Here, I'll use this Morphe setting spray. It's the only thing I have up here right now, so add that over top to give it a little bit of shimmer, or like a sheen. And I'm not swiping it, I'm just patting it. The eye crease is still not looking as coral as she had it, so I feel like I want to go back over that with an orange, because hers looks like a coral but almost like a neon coral in the crease there. So okay, I've added this is a really bright look. Okay, that's done. Let me find a really small brush, and I'm gonna see if I put this color Wasted in the crease, if that will kind of intensify this to be more of a coral. Okay. I think that may be working. And I'm just lightly, carefully trying to do it because I don't want to mix it into the blue. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to get a red. So where did that red go? I don't remember which red I said I was going to use. Okay, so it's not you. Is it in the Cake palette? No. Okay, it's not in this palette. I guess I'm using Crimson Red. So we're going to take the Crimson Red from this Glamlite palette. And I really like this palette, by the way. I think it's a really good palette. Okay, so we're just adding red. might have put the blue a little bit too far back, or the turquoise, because now I'm going to have to definitely mix them a little bit, or a lot more than what I was expecting. Okay. So I feel like my red isn't as bright as her red. This is looking really bright in the camera. Goodness. Okay. I'm just blending that red. And I'm going in circular motions on the outer edge because I don't want to do too much and pull it out too far. And I'm just lightly bringing it forward. And then I'm kind of going a little in my crease. I'm going to have to definitely add that orange back in to blend it. Now let me try Tangerine first. If you don't remember, Tangerine is in this palette. And I need to brighten up this red a little bit. And blend it into this used to be coral in my crease. So I'm just taking the orange and putting it on top of the red. Okay, where'd that little tiny brush go? And I'm still taking the Tangerine. And I'm blending the Tangerine on the outer edge of the red. How does that look? I wanted it to be intense, but I think I made this look too intense. Okay, just trying to pat it out. Alright, any of these palettes have a cream color. I need to do my brow bone. Let's take, this palette has like a soft color in it. So I'm gonna take, and this is like an old palette. Let me see what color. This is Beaches and Cream from Makeup Geek that I'm going to be using. So it's this one. Beaches and Cream from Makeup Geek. Let me look in the mirror. Since I have this and I have Beaches and Cream on here, I'm gonna actually just use this to soften up the edges here. And I remember that she had the same red or coral under her waterline too, and it looked like she had like a soft beige color or in her waterline, because it looked like there was a color there, but not like much. So I'm gonna put my eyeliner on, should be really quick, and then I will come right back. Okay, I am back. I did my waterline. I used this NYX Wonder pencil. This is the color Light WP01. So I use that in my waterline. For my eyeliner, I went ahead and used this matte black. I think I used this the other day too. And I put some lashes on. I don't remember where I got these lashes. I've had them for a very long time. So I threw these lashes on. I haven't been wearing lashes because the duo glue for some reason has been making my eyes water. So I stopped wearing them for a while. But I was able to put them on today and my eyes feel fine. They're not watering or anything like that. So we're going to get back into the look because I need to do my under eye. So she had the same like coral color here under her eye. I'm going to go ahead and use the color Wasted first, and then I'm just going to try to get the same because I used a few colors in my crease. So I'm going to start with Wasted first from the Wahalla 2 palette. And then I'm blending it up into where it meets my lid shadow there. I actually have to work today, so I know this might be a bit much. Okay, so I'm dipping in a Tangerine from the Paint Pro palette. I'm trying to build up like the orange as much as possible before I throw the red on top, so I can get that coral color. And I think I'm only going to do the red in the outer part here. And then I'm going to take Peach from the Cake palette so that I can use that for the rest. Now that I'm looking at Peach again, it's not as coral as I was expecting it. So I'm only blending Peach just here on the inner corner. So when I take the orange and put it on top, I get the same coral color that I was getting in my crease. Okay, so this is this look. I do have like some fallout and things, so I'm going to take the brush that I was using to, actually I'm going to take a clean brush and just make sure. I still want it to be a bit more coral. It's more red than it is anything else. Let me try taking the Tangerine back over. And I think I'm gonna just leave it at that. Now I just need to do my lips, but I don't know what color. Obviously it needs to be a very nude color because I have a lot going on here and I'm wearing a red sweater today. So I think I'm just gonna try to keep it as nude as possible. Alright, so for my lip, I think I've used this before. I think this was one of my favorite ones. So the gel lip liner by Wet n Wild in the color Bear to Comment. Yeah, I've used this before. It's one of my favorites. Okay, I'm taking MAC Velvet Teddy, and this was one of those, you know, at Ulta where they have like what the checkout, the little items there. This was one of the sample size small lipsticks for $10 that they had up there. They have only 2 colors the last time that few times that I went, so. Okay, that's for the lip. And I'm going to throw on some lip gloss. And this was just from like the Beauty Supply Super Shine Crystal Lip Gloss by Amuse. So. Okay, so this is the look. Tell me what you think down below on how it came out. Did I get close? Does it look good anyway? I know the colors are not exact and I know it took longer than expected, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that way you don't miss another video. Thank you for watching.
Request!